That's the system, Andy.
Well, how do you like that? That's the network we is on.
The Amos N Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosier, transcribed, featuring Johnny Lee, Tommy Moore, Roy Glenn Sr., Gene Vanderpyle, Mel Blanc, Charlie Cantor, Scatman Crothers, Lud Gluskin's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorite, Freeman Gosden and Charles Perrell, Amos N Andy. Well, the other day was one of those perfect days, and our friend Andy Brown decided to take a walk. As he was walking along the boulevard and bent over to pick up his cigar, all of a sudden around the corner came one of those racy sports cars.
Oh, me. Oh.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Why, you stepped right in front of my car. Are you hurt?
Maybe I hurt. I must have a fracture. My tibia must be. I got a busted. I'm suffering from a. Hello.
Oh, you poor dear. Now, don't you try to get up. Now, I better check and see if you have any broken bones.
Yeah.
I don't find anything wrong with your kneecap. Now, let me feel your arm.
Honey, would you do me a favor?
What's that, you poor man?
Would you mind checking my kneecap again?
My, you're delirious.
Delirious? I was practically out of my mind. What's your name, honey?
Nancy Van Dyke.
Nancy Van Dyke. That's a pretty name.
Now, here. Now, let me help you up. Now, you put your arm around my waist. And I'll put my arm around your neck. And hold tight.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor man. You're out of breath. Shall I call a doctor?
Don't be silly, honey. 3 is a crowd.
So, isn't there anything I can do?
No, that's all right. My lawyer can phone your husband about the accident in the morning.
But I don't have a husband.
I don't have no lawyer.
Oh, come in, Andy.
Hi, Kingfish. Hi.
Yes, hey, what's this I hear about you being pulled over by the big heiress, Nancy Van Dyke?
Oh, yeah. She's a honey, all right. You know, she was driving one of them foreign cars. I think it was a Jaguar or a Mercedes Benzedrine or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Nancy Van Dyke. I've been following her career in the society pages.
Yes, huh?
Yeah, well, she had her debut in 53, and she was engaged twice that year, 4 times in 54, and twice already this year. In the upper crust racing form, that fella has been to the post 12 times and was scratched in every race.
Well, in the great paddock notice marriage, I think I got her back in the stall.
Too sure, Anna. That gal can change your mind, you know. She can't make up her mind. She changes boyfriends more often than you change your socks.
Yeah, but she says she finally found the right man. Nancy said that I was the kind of man she's always been looking for. Somebody that's plain and simple.
Yeah, well, if she married anyone simpler than you, she'd have to spend a honeymoon in the institution.
Oh, yeah, we're really serious about each other, Kingfish. And look here. Look at that. See what I done bought? A engagement ring.
Yeah, sparkles. See, that's something.
Is that a genuine diamond there? Well, confidential, Kingfish. It's a synthetic diamond. The jewelers say it's what you call a jerk-on. That's a zircon, Andy. Oh, yeah. You gotta be careful about them synthetics, Andy. When Sapphire and I was first married, I gave her a string of artificial pearls. Oh, the artificial kind, huh? Yeah, one day in the beauty shop, she fell asleep under the dryer. Yeah, the heat got to the pearls and the paints run all over the place. Holy mackerel. Oh, it was something, Andy. When she got home that night, we had to soak her down with turpentine. And it took her mama 2 ants, 3 hours to scrape a camisole off with 20 knives. Yeah, well, if the heat affects jewels like that, I better keep the zircon in my pocket when I smooches with Nancy, I'll tell you that. Yeah, you really serious about the gal, huh? I hope she's serious about you. Oh, sure. She says she's going to have her mama over to meet me. Yeah, well, I got to hand it to you, Andy. The gal is young and pretty. You really plucked yourself a pippin in the garden of love. Not like the old eggplant I hitched up with. Well, Kingfish, it wasn't always that way, was it? What did Sapphire look like when she was 18? 47. Thank you, Kingfish, for driving me up here to Nancy's house. Yeah, well, don't mention it, Andy. Boy, this sure is a mansion she got here. Yeah. Hey, see the lights on in the living room. I'll walk up to the front door with you. I'll take you all the way, you know. Yeah, that's the stuff. I guess you got company here. No doubt with her mama. Yeah, I was saying, wait a minute here. Wait, look here. I noticed the living room window is open. Yeah. Let's eavesdribble here. Yeah, they're probably chit-chatting about you, you old rascal, you. Yeah. Let's listen here.
Oh, it was wonderful of you to drop over this evening. We have so much to talk about.
It was so charming of you to ask me, my dear. Her mama sure got a deep voice. Yeah, you're almost as bad as that bullfrog I got for mama-in-law. Let's listen again. Get you up there. Mama must be tickling us. Well, Andy, I better get back down. I'll see you later, boys. So long, Kingfish. Well, I'll ring the bell here. Yeah, it'll be nice meeting the family. Do. Taking quite a while to get to the door.
Oh, it's you, Andy.
Yeah, how is you tonight, my dainty little debutante?
I'm fine, Andy, but I have company.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well, come on in, Andy. I think you two should get to know each other.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Brown, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Percival Pierce.
How do you do? Charmed, I'm sure. I was expecting to meet a much older woman. Oh, how is you?
Andy, this is the Percival Pearson. He's one of the most outstanding figures in American literature today.
Likewise.
I ran into Percival the other day, and he was so interesting.
Yes, after we met, we got to chit-chatting on the juncture between Voltaire and de Maupassant.
Yeah, well, don't you get chilly hanging around on them street corners like that?
Mr. Brown, I'm referring to the European conception of tragedy in literature.
Oh, Percival, you explained it so beautifully.
Well, to me, in Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, we see the Russian conception of tragedy. That man's suffering comes from within.
But of course now, in Les Miserables, Hugo portrays tragedy as the result of man's own greed and avarice.
Well, on the other hand, Charles Dickens illustrates that man's tragedy is caused by his social environment.
Have you done notice the mess that little orphan Andy's in?
like to read a magazine or something?
Say, I was just noticing the time here. Ain't it getting sort of late, Mr. Percival?
Late?
Yeah. Don't you want to go to visit some of your pals? Dostoevsky or Liberace or somebody?
Oh, no. There's nothing I'd rather do than stay here and discuss literature with Nancy.
Yeah, but ain't there one too many of us here? If you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it's been nice meeting you, Brown. Sorry you have to run along like this.
Yeah, huh?
Well, I'll get your hat in.
Well, wait, something went wrong here. Nancy, there was something I wanted to tell you here.
No, well, whatever it is, I'll call you tomorrow, and I'll see you to the door.
Nice of you to drop up, Brown.
Yeah, but Nancy,
Here's the door.
Well, anyway, I'm glad I didn't give her that engagement ring. I wouldn't want that Percival sitting with her in the living room melting my zircon.
Oh, dear. I wonder what the boys, I hear someone coming down the hall. That must be Andy now. Well, there, Gunson, J. Calhoun. Howdy, Calhoun.
Howdy, Kingfish. Say, look at here. Did you see Andy lately?
Well, no, last time I seen him was yesterday. He was on his way to get engaged up with that Nancy Van Dyke.
Well, I just run into the poor boy, Kingfish, and I ain't never seen nothing as sad in my whole life. He was so low you'd have to stand in a hole to look him in the eye. See, I ain't never seen such a long face.
Give him his melancholic that he got. What's supposed to give him that?
Well, it's that fickle gal, Nancy Van Dyke. She done changed her mind again on what type of man she wants. She done throwed Andy over, and now she's running around with Percival Pearson, the big author and lecturer.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, with that fella in the picture, why, he ain't going for any crude-talking fella like Andy.
You know it, too.
A fellow like that President was real educated and cultured.
Yeah. They say that boy got toothless he ain't never used yet. And he'd have to spend a fortune to bring himself up to that level.
Oh, yeah, after all, he would have to spend, to get himself, he would have to spend, say, Calhoun, somewhere in that statement, I detect a delightful fiduciary innuendo. Yeah, how much you think I could squeeze the boy for?
Well, Kingfish, in the state he's in now, I think he could be squeezed like he ain't never been squeezed before.
Yeah, around maybe 50 or 60 bucks I ought to be able to educate Andy up. Yeah, give him a 2 or 3 day capsule education, you know. Put his brain on a level with this Percival fella. And that's what I'm going to do, yeah. I'm going to charge him that money and do that. You know, Calhoun, a fella is better if he stayed away from society.
And what are you talking about, Kingfish? I'm mingled with the 400 all the time. Yeah, why, just last night I went to see that great Italian opera, Rigoletto. Oh, it sure was dramatic. In one part, a man comes out on the stage and whips out a dagger and stabs this woman 12 times.
12 times, holy mackerel.
Yeah, then she turns to the audience and sings, Amor, Amor, Buongiorno, Pasta Azul, Lasagna di Morte.
What does that mean?
Has anybody got a Band-Aid?
Now, explain to me again, Kingfish, how you going to educate me up in 3 days?
Yeah, well, no, that's right, Andy. In 3 days' time, I'm going to have you talking like, Percival Pearson, to pick someone at ransom.
Oh, you mean that I'll be familiar with all them writers like Solitary and the Mopey Pants?
Oh, yeah, Andy. I'll jam so much knowledge in that head of yours, you be so smart that, well, you'll be a summa cum loudmouth and the Phi Beta Kipper and everything else.
But listen, how you going to do all that in 3 days?
Well, new method, Andy. Now, I've been studying over Columbia University at night. Now, you have heard of dehydrated milk and dehydrated vegetables, dehydrated soup.
Yeah.
But this is what they call dehydrated education. You drink a little of it, and every time you drink a glass of water, you get smarter.
Yeah, well, if it's a new thing, why, I guess it must be good. Yeah, okay. Here's the $50, Kingfish. When do I start the course?
Thank you, Andy. Let me put it in the pocket here. Put it in the other pocket. Don't want to get it mixed up with my big money here. One of the beauties of this kind of education is that you can start at any time. Sit down right now, Andy.
Well, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. You mean you don't have no big class or nothing?
No, Andy. With this new method, we have dehydrated the class, the books, the students, and everything else.
Yeah.
Now, first, Andy, I'm going to give you the course in literature. I got some books here. Look at this one right here.
Yeah, that got a pretty cover on it, all right. Yeah, that ought to be good.
Yeah, look at that. And the title of this one is, this one is written by Socrates. Socrates.
Yeah, I hear to him, yeah. Wasn't he related to that other Greek, Acidophilus?
They're all the same family. Now, here's something that's better for you, though. Written by the great American author William Shakespeare, the infamous Barbara Avon.
He's good, too, huh?
Oh, Andy, Shakespeare was immortal.
Immortal? Yeah, well, I guess them writers live pretty racy lives, huh?
Now, listen, Andy, if you quiet down here so we can get on with the course in literature. Now, open up the book there.
Okay.
Now, here it is. I'll go read you some of this beautiful stuff. Let me see here. Yeah, here's a good spot. Start right here. Enter Romeo and Juliet at the window. And Juliet speaks. Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Beautiful, ain't it, Andy?
Yeah, but what do it mean?
What do it mean? It means just what it says. A bird flew in the window and smacked Juliet right in the ear.
Yeah. Like the time that bat flew in my grandmother's bedroom and got in her transformation. Yeah.
Say, by the way, bats got fleas on them, ain't it?
Well, I guess so, because Grandma died in the 6th year of the 7-year itch.
Yeah, but back to Shakespeare, listen to this here. Oh, I cry every time I read this here thing. But soft, what light from yon window breaks. See there, Andy? That's how the bird got in. They flew in through the broken window.
Holy smoke, these people is worse off than little orphan Annie.
Then the thing goes on here. Romeo stabs some fellow named the Curcombe. Then someone stabs Romeo, and Juliet stabs herself, and everybody lives happily ever after. Well, so much for the course of literature. Now, is there any questions?
Yeah, can I have my $50 back?
Wait a minute, Andy. You can't pull out of the course now. You done spoke Shakespeare. Hey, you done signed up verbally.
Listen, Kingfish, if you don't give me that $50 back, I'm going to punch my fist clear through the back of your head, you hear?
Yeah, well, I can't give it back to you. That's done dehydrated with the education. Here's what's left, $25. I'll give you that.
Kingfish, the whole 50 before I start dehydrating the top of your head.
Okay, now, wait, don't take off your coat. Here he is. You're going to argue with it.
Kingfish, you ain't got no right to try and take disadvantage of me at a time like this. I really feels bad. I'm really in love with Nancy.
No, you're serious, huh?
Yeah, Kingfish, and I'm going to do something about it, too. I'm going to do all I can to make myself a refined, cultured, and intelligent gentleman. You think I can do it, Kingfish?
Well, you might be able to improve your mind and the crude talking, Andy, but that body you got there is against you.
Pretty bad, huh?
Hey, look at you there, Andy, with them bags under your eyes, them droopy jowls, and that overlapping stomach. I tell you, I ain't seen nothing as baggy, draggy, and saggy since they took the Essex off the road. What's this you say, Andy? You done signed up for all the night courses over at the high school?
That's right, Amos. My crude talking days is over. And I spends the daytime building up my party over at the gymnasium on the boulevard, too. The one that's run by the X-Fighter. You know, they calls him the Yonkers Express.
Oh, yeah, the punchy guy.
Yeah, oh, I tell you, I ain't losing Nancy Van Dyke without a fight. I is getting cultured.
You mean to say that you done signed up for every single course at the night school?
Yes, sir. It's something. I was taking history, literature, economics, science, French, grammar, and geometry.
Holy smokes, that must be a little confusing, eh?
Yeah, it sure is. I started the stuff last night. In the geometry class, they set me up to the blackboard to bisect the triangle. I reached up, and right in front of the whole class, I done split an infinitive.
Class, come to order, please. Class, come to order. Last night we conjugated verbs. The night before we diagrammed sentences. Tonight we shall take up the study of elocution.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. That's the stuff Benjamin Franklin invented with the kite.
No, it is the science of correct speech. Inasmuch as you have the floor, Mr. Brown, and now suppose you repeat after me. I shan't tread upon the grass when I walk upon the path.
I shan't tread on the grass when I walks upon the path.
Fine, Mr. Brown. Now, let us try another one.
Miss Cunningham, I wonder if I could be excused early tonight.
What's wrong, Mr. Brown?
Well, at the beanery, I done overhead on the lawn, and I got cramps in my solar plexus. Oh, me. I just got out of my history class. I hope I ain't late for my French lesson. Well, here's the classroom. Excuse me. Sorry I was late, Monsieur Pitard.
Oh, that is quite all right, Mr. Brown. The class has just been through the first exercise. I will go over it with you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, thank you.
I will ask you your name, and you respond in French. Comment vous s'appelez-vous?
Je m'appelle Andrew Hogg Brown.
Oh, wonderful, magnifique, très charmant. And now suppose you sing the little French song for the class that we learned last evening after the lesson. You know, la, 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 la.
Oh, yeah. Frere Jackie, dormez-vous, actually, but all Christine Ding Dong. Well, I punched this bag here in the gym for a half hour. I better go in the office and ask the Yonkers Express what I'm supposed to do next. The Yonkers Express is asleep there. I'll shake him. Mr. Yonkers. Hey, Mr. Yonkers. Hey.
I'm all right. I'll knock him out the next time. I'll murder him. I'll kill him.
No. Hey, you was in the gymnasium here. Wait a minute. I is Mr. Brown.
Yeah. The one who wanted to lose all that edible poison. Yeah. Look, first we'll skip rope, and then we'll go to the steam cabinet.
You want me to skip rope?
Yeah. Take this rope, huh?
Okay.
That's right. Now skip to the count of 20.
Okay. Here goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, well, let's go to the steam cabinet.
Then I gotta hand it to you. In 2 weeks, you was a changed man. You was as thin as a gazelle and charming and cultured. Yeah, where you headed for now, boy?
Well, I plan to have Amos take me to Nazis in his taxi car.
You really cultured up there, boy. You talking like you got a mouthful of Yorkshire pudding there. You in great physical shape, too.
Yeah, well, I've been on a diet, Kingfish. Nothing but rye crisp and skim milk.
Yeah, well, Nancy looking for a fellow that is refined and smooth talking. You got it, son. You was more high class than the Duke of Eatonburger.
You said it, Kingfish. I'm getting over there and see Nancy. Too sweet. I ain't seen her in 2 weeks, so I shan't let no grass grow under my feet.
Well, I gotta hand it to you, boy. You really knocked yourself out to change for this gal. You really the type she wants now. Yeah, you gonna put put that Percival Pearson in the shed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I better get up there. So long, Kingfish. Or as the French say, keep a sip up a lip, bon jowls, and all that stuff. Well, here's Nancy's house. Yeah, the light is on in the living room again, too. Wait till I show that Percival fellow thing or two. Oh, boy. I is just the type she wants now. Evening, Nancy.
Yes? Oh, Andy Brown, it's you.
Charmed to see you, charmed. May I come in?
Well, Andy, I have company.
Oh, I is looking forward to meeting Percival again.
Percival? I got fed up with him and all his corny books and education, and this is someone I just met. My new boyfriend. Andy, meet Bob Bennett.
Howdy, Clyde. Man, you must be from Squaresville. Came out around here. Give yourself a break and shake hands with the most. I got eyes to make you know it, Daddy-O.
Andy, isn't he wonderful? If you could only be like him.
That's all. I'm going to scrum down the path on the grass.